There's one fan. Welcome one and welcome all. It's great to have you here today, joining me to build my Threadripper workstation. Let's get on into it. Number one rule of building a computer is you obviously need a clean space to build it, not filled with jank. Right, so first of all, we're going to need our lovely motherboard here. I've grabbed an Aorus TRX40 Pro Wi-Fi. Not that I necessarily need the Wi-Fi, but it was cheaper where I got it from. And it means that this is a little bit more of a versatile build in that sense. I grabbed myself a 1000 watt power supply from Be Quiet. They're really efficient, which is what I want in my workstation. And then also for cooling, because the Threadripper, which I got a 3970X, gets quite hot. So we got a Thermaltake Water 3.0 360 with a couple of flashy lights, just because, you know, why not? Let's unwrap this bad boy. Oh my God, look at this. It's so shiny and beautiful. Look at the slot for this, the Threadripper. My God, it's twice the size almost of a normal card. Normal CPU, sorry. Wild. Now I know a lot of people will build their computers differently. They'll sort of set everything up and test it out, make sure everything works before putting it in the case. But I just like putting it all in the case and then troubleshooting. Just my method. So the CPU, Threadripper, this is a beastie boy. 32 cores, 64 threads. Now the reason I went for the 3970X is because whilst this is a workstation that I'm gonna be doing a lot of 3D on and a lot of video editing, I'm not really too fussed about having 64 cores and 128 threads in the 3990X, because I'm not, you know, at the top of the industry. I'm not doing anything super heavy that needs any of that sort of stuff yet. This is a very economical kind of workstation, I guess. This is the budget, in a sense, by going to 3970X as opposed to the 3990X. This is a workstation that is still chock full of power and gives me a lot of stuff that I need without going overboard. Still kind of overboard, but without going super overboard price-wise. This has been sitting in my office for the past, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe, and I've just been waiting for the day that I can get it out. With that installed, I want to get the water cooling sorted. Right, so installing these fans to the case, we're just gonna pop them in on the front end. And with the fans installed, we're ready to mount the actual cooler over the CPU. Now this has already got a little bit of thermal paste on it, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more because you can never have too much thermal paste unless you absolutely drown it, but it never hurts just to put another little dollop on there.
3 hours later.
So we've installed our cooling system with our fans all up against the front of the case. We've installed our memory, our RAM. We've installed our 1070 GPU whilst we wait for the 3.0 series to come out. And now we're going to install our power supply. Now this is a completely modular power supply, meaning our cable management, we can have a little bit more control over it. Now we have the power supply installed. Looks like we're all ready to go. Now it's time to turn it on and see if it works. Woohoo! Thank you everybody for watching. This is my Threadripper workstation. Be sure to see more content from me and higher quality now. I've been Lone Chicken. You've been incredible. Good night.